A few winters ago, I visited an old apothecary in Hangzhou, one of those places where the air smells like dried roots, ginseng, and cinnamon bark. The owner, who is a soft-spoken man in his 70s, poured me a small porcelain cup of tea, and the steam coming off it was very golden and fragrant and a little spicy and a little sweet. And I asked him, "What is it?" And he smiled and he said, "It's guizhi. Drink it before bed, and your body will start healing and strengthening itself while you sleep." Now at the time, I didn't fully understand what he meant. But years later, as a Chinese medicine doctor and researcher, I can tell you he was absolutely right. Because this simple twig, cinnamon in its purest medicinal form, doesn't just warm you. It actually helps your entire body return to its naturally strong state. It actually boosts what we call your yang qi. Now in this video, I'll explain what that is and why it's so important to your health long term. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Alex Hein, board licensed doctor of acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine, and author of the health book, Master the Day. Let's jump in. Now let's discuss the science of overnight healing. Modern science tells us that your body's deepest healing happens during sleep. Your liver detoxifies, your brain flushes out waste through the lymphatic system with a G, and your immune system cells repair tissues and they hunt those abnormal cells. But here's the catch. All of that can only happen when the body is warm, relaxed, and flowing properly physiologically. If your circulation is cold, Chinese medicine says your qi is stagnant, or your nervous system is on high alert. Your body is never going to enter that healing state if you're hypervigilant all night long. And that's why so many people wake up still tired. Their body slept, but it never really restored itself. And that's where this herb, guizhi, works like magic. Now, guizhi literally means cinnamon twig. We also have something called rougui, which is cinnamon bark. And it's not the thick bark you sprinkle on oatmeal, it's the young branches of the cinnamon tree used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. It's a totally different species than Ceylon cinnamon. Now, guizhi and cinnamon twig is one of the most effective individual herbs for anxiety and nervous system related issues. Now, if you're listening to this and you're thinking like, that sounds like me. I'm exhausted, I'm cold, I'm tense, and yet I can't seem to rest, there's a reason. It's not just stress, it's probably the deeper pattern of burnout. And in conventional medicine, it's called autonomic dysregulation. Chinese medicine, we call it qi and yang depletion. Like your body's energy bank has been running on empty. And that's exactly why next week I'm hosting a free live online event called The Lost Chinese Practices, Quietly Helping People Conquer Burnout and Chronic Fatigue. Now in it, I'll teach you the framework I use with my patients to rebuild their nervous system, calm the overall fight or flight response, and restore that deep energy that no supplement alone can fix. It's completely free to join me there live, and I'll drop the link right below this video so you can save your spot there. Now let's talk about how to actually use guizhi before bed and why this little ritual has been passed down for generations. Now, from the Western perspective, cinnamon contains certain compounds, like acids and certain aldehydes, which have remarkable effects on the body. They improve blood flow by dilating your peripheral vessels, so it's good for circulation. They enhance your insulin sensitivity, so it's great for stabilizing blood sugar for diabetics. It also acts as an anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, supporting a lot of tissue repair and immune regulation. And when you take guizhi before bed, we'll discuss exactly how much and how to prepare it, etc. You're not forcing your sleep. You're signaling to your nervous system and your adrenals, it's safe now and you can start to rest. So let's go to the stove now, and I'm going to show you how to prepare it the traditional way. So what you're going to do is prepare about 1 teaspoon of guizhi, cinnamon twig or the powder, or 3 to 5 thin slices. You could alternatively use like 1 to 2 cinnamon sticks, even though FYI, Ceylon cinnamon is not the same species as the medical grade cinnamon that we use, just so you know. And you could just pour boiling water and let it steep for 10 to 15 minutes. If you want a true medical grade decoction, you bring the water to a boil, simmer it for 30 to 40 minutes, and then you consume that. It's a lot more concentrated. You can add a little bit of raw honey or a few red dates if you like, and you can drink this 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Now, what happens next is very subtle but very powerful. First, typically you'll feel a gentle warmth spreading from your chest to your hands to your feet. Chinese medicine calls that your yang qi, the warming, activating quality of your physiology, moving outward, opening your channels, dilating those blood vessels. Then as the warmth settles, your body begins to relax. So your muscles will unclench, your breathing slows, and your heart rhythm softens. So healing isn't just about what you take. It's about what your body can do while you rest. So at night, especially between like 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., we say your liver and gallbladder meridians are the most active. Now this is when your body processes emotions, detoxifies blood, and replenishes those deeper resources. But if you're going to bed cold, or tense, or overstimulated, almost like we're stoking the embers of a giant internal metabolic fire. But here's what's neat, even from the modern research on it. The cinnamon compounds improve blood sugar stability overnight, preventing those 3 a.m. cortisol spikes that wake people up. It also enhances mitochondrial activity, and they promote microcirculation, so your tissues actually receive the nutrients that they need to regenerate. And this is the science behind what the ancients observed centuries ago. Warmth, flow, and rest are the 3 pillars of healing. So here's what I want you to remember. Every night when you sleep, your body wants to heal. It's actually wired to repair itself, to detoxify and to renew. But it can only do that when your chi is flowing and your system is safe. It's not in fight or flight. And that's why this ancient bedtime ritual, this tonic, a teaspoon of guejir steeped in this warm, hot liquid is so much more than an herb, because really to your body, it's a signal. And it's a reminder to your body that it can let go, that it's safe, that it can rest, and it can allow proper healing. Now, if you've been feeling burned out, that wired but tired sensation, or you're stuck in a cycle of exhaustion that even sleep doesn't fix, I want to invite you to join me live for my free live event in a few days here, The Lost Chinese Practices, quietly helping people conquer chronic burnout and chronic fatigue. I'll share the exact same principles the apothecaries of ancient China used to restore vitality after exhaustion, and the same approach I use today with my patients to rebuild their energy from the ground up. So there's a link below to join this. I've also pinned it in the comments. It's totally free, and it might just change the way you think about rest and healing forever. Remember that real healing doesn't happen when you push harder. It happens when you finally rest deeply and completely, and you allow the inherent intelligence of the body to do what it's been trying to do. If you're curious about other principles from Chinese medicine you can use to heal, I have a great related video on an ancient healing principle and how you can use it in your life right here.